That's a keeper.
Hey,
Nice
there's a
job,
keeper.
Darren.
Oh, he took you into a rock
He
there.
did.
for a
He's trying to go
second,
back
didn't
in.
There he is. There he is.
Nice one, Tyler. Thank you, sir. Beauty. That's one of my favorites.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm James. We're going to take you out with local guides to show you their tips and tricks.
So that when you turn up here, you feel like you fished it your whole life. This
is
the Guide's Guide. We're back at Port Eliza.
Same time as last year, middle of April. We're going out in search of lingcod again today. We're going to try to troll some up and then jig for them.
Yeah, we got Darren from Canadian Hunt and Fish with us today as well. If you guys are interested in coming out to the West Coast early season, what do they got available?
Well, you can launch your boat at Gold River, which is what we did, and you can also stay in either Gold River and make it a day trip. You can stay in Zabellis, you can stay in Tassis. Great place to access. Keep an eye on the wind and the weather when you come out.
Let's get out there for some lings.
Right
Let's
on.
do it.
Tyler's going to be guiding us today. It's the first time he's run my boat, so yeah, this is a bit of a learning process. I'm looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it. Yeah. As we are making our way out this morning, we're heading towards a reef. When I say a reef, this one's about 300 or 400 yards long. It goes from 150 feet all the way up to 55 feet, and we're going to try to troll across the top of it. We're going to run our gear just above the reef, paddle tail on one side, and a flasher and a turd on the other side. See if we can bring in some lingcod.
We're heading out of Port Eliza here, and as James was saying, we're going to go and hit a reef just outside the inlet. And basically the reef comes up like a ridge, and we're going to go right along the top of that ridge first to see what we can find. And as we start to find fish, we'll kind of lean off of one side of the ridge or the other, and as we continue to troll, we'll hopefully pick up our lingcod there. It's usually a pretty good spot for lings. Can be any time of the season, but it does get hit pretty hard later in the season, so we're fortunate enough to be here early season, and we're very hopeful that there'll be lots of nice sized lings there.
We've come out to a reef that's about anywhere between 50 and 80 feet deep. We're going to drop the gear down to the bottom. Got a little swim tail here, prototype from West Coast Fishing Tackle. They want us to try out for them.
Yeah.
And a flasher and turd on this side. We're going to drop the gear down just to the bottom, then bring it up about 2 feet and troll along the bottom, see if we can pick up a ling. Just hit the bottom. I'm going to bring it up a couple of feet, and I'm going to be watching the sounder the whole time. As it comes up and down, I'm going to be adjusting the downrigger up and down with the bottom. Hit the bottom, bring it up.
$72.
Thank you.
Back down to 60.
Whoo, look at that bait there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Here we go.
Nice. Got him?
Yep.
There we go.
That took a little bit longer than I thought.
Woohoo! Here we are like 2 minutes in, and it's like, that took longer than I thought.
After yesterday. I don't know if he's big enough.
No, it's not. Oh, it looks pretty small.
Yep. So this guy's a little bit undersized, so we're gonna release him.
Coming back up, 65. Some nice marks right there.
Our first hack was down the middle of the reef. We saw lots of bait and caught a small lingcod, but it wasn't quite what we were looking for, so we're gonna move off to the edge where it drops off and troll that edge to see if we can pick one up there.
This is the structure we're looking at. We're a little bit deeper in 80 feet, 90 feet off towards our port side, fishing the leeward side of that ridge, and we'll see what we can pick up here.
That's better.
75.
Nice.
There
That's
we
a
go.
linger.
Want me to slow you down a bit, James?
We're good, brother. We're good. Not a small ling, undersized. Interesting.
We're gonna pull up the gear. We're gonna go back to the very top of that ridge, and we're just gonna jig off of it and see if we can find some better size. Let's go jigging, boys. Let's pull them in.
Copy.
The Guide's Guide is brought to you by Gone Fishing, Vancouver Island's fishing authority. Parksville Boathouse, boats, gear, ready to go. West Coast Fishing Tackle, the quality anglers deserve. North Arm Knives, built in BC, built to last. Blue Seas Fabrication, your sea deck specialists. We're moving away from candlefish and going over to these speed jigs. These are featuring that 3D chromatic scale tape with a heavy UV reflective coating, and we also have blinking lights that are saltwater activated in here. On the glow side, we've got louvers in here to aid in erratic water movement throughout the lure so that you get that erratic motion from the lure. You can either clip these to the bottom on the hook side, or you can hook them to the top regularly. It just depends if you're on a really snaggy bottom. You don't really want to lose these. And these are going to be 300 grams right here. So we're going to throw these down right now, right on this little ridge that we're on, and we're going to see if we can find some bigger lingcod. Let's get after it.
I'm on. Take Molly.
That's a keeper.
Hey,
Nice
there's a
job,
keeper.
Darren. Woo-hoo-hoo.
That was hooked on the,
Right on the head, eh?
yeah.
Unreal. Well, we figured out that the smaller ones were biting on the troll, but the bigger ones are definitely getting with the jig, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that one on board.
Right on.
We just came up to the little pinnacle that's on the reef and we're falling off the side of it. And we found with these speed jigs that seems to be working.
Absolutely.
If you guys are interested in picking up this getup or setup that we have here, which is the medium jigging rod in the spinning version and some of these speed jigs, all 4 locations of Gone Fishing on Vancouver Island have them. Tyler and I love shopping there. Really helpful staff. Go check them out. Fish on! Gotta love that initial hit.
On the light gear, it's just so mean, eh? Those hits.
So enjoyable.
The rods torque over and
This is definitely the tug is the drug moment. We've been seeing the lingcod that are coming in. They're throwing up squid and small fish. And these speed jigs are basically imitating them perfectly. This guy looks like he's a little bit undersized, Ty.
yeah, we're gonna let that
Might
one
have
go
to let
for
him
sure.
go.
There's 2.
Yep.
There he goes. Woo!
Got some black bass over here feeding on the surface. Brown bombers, black bass. We're gonna move over to them to cast some 80 gram jigs at them.
We're never gonna pass up a good opportunity. James just spotted some black bass surfacing over there, just about, I don't know, 40 yards maybe. So we're gonna throw on the 80 gram jig here, see if we can't get a couple of black bombers.
There you go. That's a money shot.
There we go. There we go.
Here, Ty, just hold them there. I'll watch.
There's a nice one. There we go. Phew. Keep forgetting to tighten up the drag. A lot of these guys are spunky. That's a good one right there. Nice.
That's a nice fish, buddy.
So when you guys see these black bombers boiling at the surface, never pass up a good opportunity to at least get some fish on board. Not that we don't have some lingcod, we got some great lingcod, but these make probably the best fish tacos on the planet. They're safe to lip like a bass. This one's been bonked. And then they've got these quills on the back here. You really want to watch out when it's on the deck flailing, if you're wearing Crocs like me, that you don't get stuck with these quills, because it's going to sting for a good hour, hour and a half anyway.
Hey, there we go.
There he is!
There he is! Oh,
Nice
that's
one.
a good one. Darren's getting all the hogs in here. Look at this.
Nice going, Darren.
There we go.
That's a nice
keeper.
size one. We've come up over the top of a pinnacle. We're in 36 feet of water, and you can see the bait. This is where those black bombers are feeding. It's a bit of a frenzy right now. We're getting one about every 2 minutes using 80 gram 3D chromatic jigs. Wonderful spot to fish for them.
A few bombers in the bag. Let's get back down to the lings. What do you think?
Right on?
Yeah.
Woo! There we go!
There it is.
Yes!
Yeah.
Nice.
71 feet, baby.
That's a little better. Ooh,
Oh, that one's got some.
I have to loosen the drag on that guy. See. Nice, that speed jig, we're in 67 feet of water, just drifting slowly here on the lee side of this pinnacle. And we're into another ling.
Oh yeah, there's a nice one.
That's a whacker. Nice one, Tyler. Thank you, sir. First class delivery from my buddy Tyler. We were talking about this earlier, but we're either hooking them up on the top like this with the hooks up there, or in this area with the hooks on the bottom, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. I think if you do this, the hooks are on top, it decreases the chance of getting hooked up on the bottom.
Yeah, it definitely does. And we're still getting good hookups on the fish.
Yeah.
That was right in the mouth.
Yep.
So.
Here we go.
One more.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, he took you into a rock
He
there.
did.
For a
He's
second,
trying to go
didn't
back
he?
in. This is a big. Oh no!
Let it drop. Let it drop. Let it drop. Let it drop. There it is. Oh yeah, he's torqued over. Oh, right under the boat.
You going under? I'm gonna. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice, Darky. Look at that guy. Yes, sir. We're on.
There we go, James.
Oh yeah, that's better. Nice. I don't know how big this guy is.
Bomber.
That's a nice bomber. I'll take that.
You want it? Yeah.
You want to bring him in or release him?
Up to you.
There we go.
That's a
Another
big one.
nice
Keep 'em.
bomber. I think we're gonna keep that guy and have fish tacos. 10-ounce Homeland candlefish jig. They're deadly. We're gonna try a bit of a different rig here. We're gonna try fishing a little bit of frozen herring, dead herring for these lingcod. We've got a leader on there, 2 hooks going through the herring, about 4 feet of line, coming up to a slider rig. I've got a 3-ounce weight on there attached with an elastic band, so if that gets caught in the bottom, we just snap it off and replace it. We don't lose the whole rig. Let's see what happens.
There he is.
There it is. Oh, that herring was down for about 10 seconds.
You got him?
Yep. I don't think it might be a bomber or a bottom fish. Little guy. Yeah. Dropping the herring down for the second time. We had a little rockfish that time. See if we can get something a little bit bigger. There we go. Herring
There we
number
go.
2. That's more like it.
That's a linger.
Nice. It's hard for Lingcod to say no to fresh herring.
Ooh.
Oh, gotta love it. I think he's a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Grab that heavy pound test if you want, okay?
Nice one, James.
Nice on our little slider rig with the elastic band. It works, baby.
Sometimes when the fishing's slow, you gotta change it up and throw some bait down
Definitely, that took about 10 seconds, man. Can see what these guys are feeding on. They're taking herring, and these are remnants of a squid as well. Lots of bait down there right now. So the herring that we're using today is courtesy of our friend Darren from Canadian Hunt and Fish. You might have seen his video that went viral on these. These were caught off of Coal Island in Sydney earlier this year during the Sydney Anglers Derby, and the Lingcod up here love them.
There it is. There it is.
Look at that, baby.
There we go.
24-ounce ghost white.
Tyler's in as well.
There we go.
Way to go, boys. Oh yeah, lots of bait on the screen. Perfect.
Oh, bomber. I think we got enough bombers. Oh, that's a good ling. Nice.
Nice Lingcod, Darren.
Thanks, buddy.
See what he got it on? That's the 24-ounce ghost white swim bait. Beauty. That's one of my favorites. Have a look at the bottom of the boat, guys, what this guy was just puking up. It's tons and tons and tons of squid. That's what they're feeding on.
Well, if you guys think you need to be in 150 feet plus of water to catch lingcod, I think we proved we didn't need to do that today.
No, we drifted off this pinnacle here between 33 feet and 80 feet. We hit them all the way down the side. Swim baits, jigs, herring. Good morning.
It wouldn't have been for our top jigger there, Darren. He got on his side and he was just pulling them in again. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Good to have you on board, buddy.
Hey.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of lingcod fishing out of Port Eliza. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.